Hello friends. So in this lecture we will deal with square and cube root. Square and cube root is a basic chapter, and generally we use this concept in solving the word problem, right? Sometime directly it may require that they will ask you a direct question on square and cube root. So let's get going and find how, and we will see how to find a square and cube root. Okay, so let's move. This is how you can purchase our pen drive course. You can purchase it from our center, which is in Saket and Maipalpur office, and you can contact on this number if you want any of the pen drive course. We have different courses. So and so these are the different courses. If you want any of the course, pen drive course, you can purchase it by branch office or through online. In case of online, everything is computerized, so there is no need to call you. Just just do the fee deposition, but you need to contact first for the fee. Okay, so you can contact on this number for any course, and then through this banking detail you can do the banking and purchase the pen drive for the courses, right? So if you want any of the course, please contact on this number. We have very good courses, right? And pen drive course is very useful than the like you are doing online courses, or you are doing some purchasing some app and subscription, because for that you need to recharge again. But here, once you buy the pen drive, our pen drive is not time limited. There is no any time limits that after 6 months the course you can't open the course. Just say keep the pen drive safe and use it 100 of years, no problem at all, right? So go ahead. So today we learned how to find square and cube roots. So first we will deal with square roots. Square roots. See, what is the square and square roots? A square means, suppose this is a number and you put a power on it, this is called square, right? Power 2 is called square. Or what is root? Suppose like this is a number and you put this sign over here, this is called a square root, right? So in the square root, what happened? This is n. So in the square root, this is the symbol of the square root, right? Here it is considered as there is a 2 here, but we don't write. So what is here? Here there is a 2, but we don't write here, right? So when there is a this sign and there is a number, means you need to find a square root of it. Okay. Now just Okay. So what is the square of 1? It is 1. What is the square of 2? It is 4. 2 to the 4. Square means you multiply it 2 times. Now, what is the n square? What is n square? N into n. So if there is a 3 square, you can write 3 into 3. So it's a 9. Similarly, what is the square of 4? It is 16. What is the square of 5? It's 25. What is the square of 6? 36. What is the square of 7? It's a 49, right? What is the square of 8? 64. The square of 9. The square of 9 is 81. The square of 10 is 100. The square of 11 is 121. The square of 12 is 144. The square of 13 is 169. The square of 14 is 196. The square of 15, 225. The square of 16, 256. The square of 17 is 289. The square of 18, 324. The square of 19, 361. Okay. Similarly, what is the square of 20? It's 400. The square of 21, you can write it's a 441. Similarly, square of 22 is 484. So square of 23 is 529. The square of 24, 576. Square of 25, 625. Square of so here we learned square of up to 25. So square of 25, you just cram it. Okay, just revise it 7 to 8 days. That's enough. You got remember it, right? After 25, we don't need to cram it. We can find it easily. We can find it square root easily, and we can make the approximation easily. See how. So here we saw that this is the square. Now what is the square root? So square root means, like if I say what is the square root of 4? So in square root we take a number which multiply with the same number. When two same number multiply, it get 4. So it's a 2 into. We get 4, right? So square root of 2 is 4 is, see, we can write as 2 into 2. So in square root we make pair of two same number and take one out of this root. So square root of 4 is 2, right? And the square of 2 is 4. So if you find the root of squares, you will get, suppose I say what is the square root of 4? This is 2. What is the square root of 9? I will get 3. What is the square root of 16? We get 4. What is the square root of 25? We get a 5. Why? Because root 25 can be written as 5 into 5, because it is the square of 5. 25 is the square of 5. Okay. Similarly, what is the root of 36? Is 6. What is the square root of 49? It's 7. What is the square root of 64? It's a 8. So if you know the squares, you can find square roots also easily. If someone say what is the square root of 625? This is 25 square. 625. It's a 25 square. So what happened? In this square and root becomes cancel. So you get a 25. Right? 2 and the square and this root cancel each other and you get a 25 here. So 25 is the answer. If I say what is the square root of 484? So you can say it's a square of 23. Square cancel, you get a 23 is the answer. So you can directly write 23. So just remember or cram the squares, you get easily find square roots. Okay. Now there are some method to find a square root also. So first we see how you find a square root. Sometimes we need to find the square root. Suppose I say, what is the square root of 900? Right. So what I will do, I will make the factors. Okay. Which factors? Prime factor. What is the prime number? A number which comes in the table of 1 and comes in its own table. Right. So I take a 2 here. 1 is not a prime number. Always remember, 1 is not a prime number and 2 is the only even prime number. So here I divide it. 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10 and I get a 0 here. Then 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. Now divide it by 5. So 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25. Again by 5, 5 9s are 45. Again by 3, 3 3s are 9. Again by 3, 1. So you just divide it until you get a 1 here. And always take here to divide, always take a prime number. Okay, remember it. Now, we need to find the square root of 900. Now, we can write this 900 like this 2 into 2, the fraction, here we find the prime factor. So, it can be written as 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 3 into 3. From the square root, we make the pair. So, out of this 2 and 2, 1 2 is out, becomes out of the root. Similarly, after, make this pair of 5 and 5 and you get a 5 out of the root. Similarly, 3 3, so 1 3 out of the root. So, there is nothing in the root now. So, answer is 5 2 is 10, 10 3 is 30. Okay. So, 30 is the square root of 900. Got it? And I got now, when I find the square root of 900, I got 30. Means I able to find the square. So 900 is a perfect square. A number for which you can find the square root without taking decimal. Right? That is called perfect square. So 900 is a perfect square. Similarly, I say, what is the square root of 4? Is 2. So this 4 is a perfect square. You can find square root of 4. Right? So this is the method of how to make the pair and factorization method. But there is a long division method also, which also comes handy in word problem. So if I say you find the square root of like 2 6 4 5. Find the square root of this one. So how we do it by long division method? See it. Just don't write, just see it. Don't try to copy. After I will done it, you just pause the video and try to copy it. But for the time being, just see how I am doing it. So what I will do, from the right side, from this side, I will make pair. So 4 and 5 is a pair, 2 and 6 becomes pair. Right? Now I will take here a number of which square is 26 or near to 26. See, what is the square of 2? 4. What is the square of 5? 25. What is the square of 5? 25. What is the square of 6? 36. So I can't take 6 because it is greater than 26. So I will take a 5 here. 5 5 is 25. And I write 5 here also. Okay. And I write 5 here also. Got it? And here I take a 25. 5 square 25. Now subtract it. I will get a 1 here and 5 5. Add it. So we will get a 10 here. Okay. Now bring this pair this side. We always bring pair to in the root. In the division we take one digit at a time. Here in square root we take a pair at one time. So there is a 145. Right. Now here at this place I need to take a number like, suppose I take a 1 here. So need to multiply by 1 here also. So I will get 101. So which is greater than 145. So I will now take 102 and multiply by 2. Here 2 and here 2. Here and here the same number. I will take here and just below it the same number and multiply. 20402. So it's a greater than that one. So I will take a 1 here and multiply with the same number, and I will get what? Multiply and write result here. So I took 1, so I write 1 here. Okay, so I will get 101. So it's a 4 and here I will so multiply and write here, but at this point we add it and write like this 102. Okay, so now here there is a 102, here there is a 44, so I can't find it anymore without taking decimal. So what happened? 2645 is not a perfect square, and its answer must be 51 point something. This would be the answer. Okay, so 51 point something. So if you want to take point, we take here there is a decimal and take 20 here. Okay, and do the same way again. Take a number here, multiply and do the same. Sometimes what question asks you, which number I will add here or subtract here to make it a perfect square. So if 2645, in 2645, this 45 remainder now, I will subtract it. So we have 51062. This is a perfect square. 2601 is a perfect square. Why? Because when I try to find 2645's square root, I got a remainder here. So if I want a perfect square root, I want a 0 here, nothing here. So I remove 45 from here. So I get 2601, which is the square root of 51. See, what is the square of 51? Find the square. How will find a square? Just do the multiplication by the shortcut method. 1 1 ja 1, 5 1 ja 5, 5 1 ja 5, 10, 1 in your hand, 5 5 ja 25, 25 plus 1, 26. So 2601 square root is what? 51. Okay. So how the question appears? Which number? See, which number I write the question. Please write the question. I am narrating. See, which number we add or subtract from 2645 to make it a perfect square. Now, in the answer, you find this one. Okay, then you will get a remainder here. So subtract the remainder and you get a 2601, right? Which is a perfect square of 51. So your answer is 44. If you subtract 44 here, you will get this number become a perfect square. Okay. So this what I taught you how to find square root by the factor method and long division method. Okay. Now come to the next question. Suppose I take a question like root (9) into root 8 upon 2 root 2. Solve it. Now, how we can solve it? See, what is the root of 9? It's a 3. What is the root of 8? We don't know root of 8. So, try to factor it. 2 4 ja 8, 2 2 ja 4 and 2 1 ja 2. So, 2 2 2. I can write here 2 into 2 into 2. And here there is a 2 root 2. And see, this 2 is not inside. It's outside. Means it is in multiplication. If there is no sign here, it's a multiplication. Now, out of this 2, if you make the pair, out of this 2, 1 to get out of the you get out of the root. So what is your value here? 2 get out of the root. So you left with 2 here. And in the denominator we have 2 root 2. The same number you can cancel. So answer is 3. Right? So we will deal with many of these types of question in simplification lecture number 2. Just for the timing, you got now how to find the question problem based on roots. Okay. Now, suppose sometime we need to find the thing by applying logic. Suppose a question comes like suppose it's like I say, what is this? What is the square root of 961? And if you have suppose option like 31, 21, 51 and 56. Now see what would be the answer. If you see, this is the option, I am taking this option. If I take this option and I try to multiply 56 by 56 at the unit digit, what I got, 6 6 is 36, unit digit is 6, but here the unit digit is 1, so this is the outrightly wrong. Now we have 51. See, what is the square root of 25? What is the square of 30? So it can be, you can find it easily. What is the square of 30? 3 3 are 9 and double 0. So 900, and it is above 900, right? So it may be greater than 31. But if I take the 50, right? So what is the square of 50? 5 5 are 25, double 0, 2500. So this is wrong and this is wrong. What is the answer? This one. So sometime by the logic you can find the square root. There is no need to completely solve it. Got it? Similarly, see, if we need to find the square root of suppose this number, so what would be the answer? Very easy. Don't need to find by factor method and division method. See, out of this 2 0 you get a 0 outside. Out of this 0 you get 1 0 outside, means 1 10 outside. And after 2 0, this is 100, you get a 10 outside. And from this 4 you get 2 outside. So 2 and double 0, you get 200. In this method, you can find a number which has zeros, trailing zeros. You can find a square root of this type of number very easily. Got it? And don't try to you will find some videos and some person are telling, just I will teach you how to find the square root of this number, 4-digit number, 5-digit number easily. Just don't try to do that. You can do it later or for your for just to information, but there is no need to learn these things because it not appears in examination. In examination you always find logical things. So apply the logic always. So unit digit is very important in case of square root and finding some questions. Okay, so keep it in mind. Now move to the cube roots. So cube root is similar to the square root. See, what is the cube root? Cube. What is the cube and cube root? Cube roots. So what is the cube of this n? N raised to power 3 means n into n into n. So if I write cube of 1, it is 1. Cube of 2, 2 into 2 into 2, which is, we will get a 8 here. What is the cube of 3? 3 3 are 9, 3 are 27. Similarly, what is the cube of 4? 4 4 are 16, 16 4 are 64. What is the square of cube of 5? 5 5 are 25, 125, right? You must cram the power of 5 up to 6 digit, right? It is you will find question on it. So memorize it, power of 5 up to 6 digit. Similarly, what is this cube of 6? 260. What is the cube of 7? Right? So 7 7 ja 49, 49 7 ja 343. Right? So similarly, you can find up to any number. Right? Here I recommend you to memorize a square of 1 to 25. After that you can apply the logic and memorize 1 to 20 cubes, right, which is very important. And memorize power of 2 up to 10, 2 raised to the power up to 10, 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16 to the 64 to the 216. So memorize up to power 10, which is 1024. Right? And Up to 10 means you can find 2 raised to the power 6 easily. See, you can find it by multiplying, but it will take time. So memorize each power up to 10. For which number? 2. Okay, not for every number, just for 2. Memorize square to 100. Oh, sorry, 10. Similarly, memorize up to 1 to 6 for 5. Similarly, memorize for the 15 up to 4 power, 1 to 4. And similarly, 25 up to 4 power. Memorize these numbers. It will very you will find to find some question very easily, and it is very helpful in finding the number series questions in reasoning. Okay, so try to write square, cube of these numbers on a paper, stick it to your near your study table, and memorize this daily, revise it daily. Okay, just don't cram it, just revise in one time in morning, one time in evening. That's enough. You will get cram it by 1 week or 2 weeks. Okay, and one thing more, memorize table 2 to 20 and table of 25. Got it? So move to the cube roots. So what is the cube of 2? I will say 8. So what is the cube root of 8? So whenever you need to find cube root, you will find there is a 3 written here. If there is nothing written here, then it is a square root. If you need to find cube root, means there must be written 3 here. And what is the meaning of cube? You need to make the pair. 3 number you at a time, pair of means tried. Pair means 2, you need to make here tried. So 8 can be written as, if you make the factor 2 into 2 into 2. Now make this tried, okay, and take 1 out of them. So answer is 2. Similarly, what is the cube root of 81? Cube root of 81. So what I will do, I will first find factors. So 3 ja 9, 3 ja 27, 3 ja 81. Now I make the tried, pair of tried, 3 at a time, and take 1 out of the cube root. So I will get 3 outside, and here in the cube root there is a 3 alone, so I will write here. So 3 cube root 3 is the answer of cube root 81. Got it? There is it has some division method also, but division method is very lengthy, and we really don't need to find the cube root by division method. Okay. Now one thing more I want to say you. A square root, which is written like this one. Suppose a square root of, I need to find a square root of 4. Suppose 8. Don't take 4, 8. I can also write it 8 root can be written as 1 raised to the power 2. Whatever the number here in the root, here you will get 1 upon that number. Suppose I need to change it in power cube root. So I will write 8 and power 1 upon 3. Suppose it is written here 4 and 8 here. So what we will do is, it's the 4th root of 8. So 4th root of 8 can be written as 1 raised to the power 8. 8 raised to the power 1 upon 4. Right. What is the 5th root of 8? I can write it like 8 raised to the power 1 upon 5. These are the way to find cube root, square root, cube root, 4th root, 5th root. Got it? It will come very handy. Suppose I need to solve a question like I say 3 power 4 into cube root 5 raised to the power, say, I will say it's a 6. Okay, how you will find it? So what I will do, 3 power 4, and if you remove the root, you will get a 2 here, into 5, and if you remove the cube root, you will get, there is a 6 here. Okay, there is no space. 3 can be written like 3 power 4 power this root, remove this root and put 1 by 2 here into. Here we get 5 power 6, then take a bracket and remove the cube root and you will get 1 by 3 here. Now, what is the meaning of this one? This one means 4 multiply 1 by 2 into 5 raised to the power 6 multiply 1 by 3. So you can cancel it, 2 2 4. So you left with 3 square. Here 3 2 6, you will left with 5 square. So 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, 5 9 is 225 is your answer. Got it? So we will use it in simplification, but this is the method to find cube root, square root and all that. Hopefully you understand the concept of square and cube root, and we will use it in number system, in simplification, and somewhere in maybe in percentage, ratio, time and work, time and distance. Anywhere you can use it whenever there is a need. Got it? One thing more which I forget to tell you. Suppose root x is equal to, I say, 4, right? So if you remove the root, how you can remove this root? By multiplying. So if you are squaring, by squaring, you can remove the root by squaring. So square here also. If you are doing something in the left side of a square, you equal to, you can do you need to do the same similar thing here in right side. So this 2 and root cancel. So I will get a x here and 60. Right. Similarly, if I say what is the root x, and here is a 5. So remove this root. So what I will do, I will make a square here. So this is square and this root cancel, and you will get x equal to 25. Got it? So what I want to convey you, suppose we have root 3 multiply root 3. So root, if the same number in root, you will get a 3 here, because see, you can write it root 3, right? Now out of the pair you can get a 3 out of the root. So similarly, if I say root 5 multiply root 5, same number in the root, multiply, the root is cancelled, you will get the number. Similarly, in the cube root, we need 3 number at a time. Suppose we have 2 here, multiply 2 here, multiply cube root 2 here, I will get answer 2. Why? Because I can write it 2 into 2 into 2. Out of this 3, you get 2 outside. So you can use this method. This is a way, right? And one more thing. Suppose I tell you there is a 2 root 5 plus 3 root 5. Okay, so you can add it. 2 root 5 plus 3 root 5. Suppose this is a root 5 means mango. So 2 mango plus 3 mango. There is a 5 mango, 5 root 5. Okay. Suppose I say 10 root 2 plus 9 root 2. You can say 19 root 2. Suppose I say 10 root 2 plus 5 root 3. Now you can add it, because here there is a root 2 and here there is a root 3. So now you can able to add it. Got it? This one. Now, suppose we have 3 root 5 and I want a complete root here. There is no number. I don't want a number here. So I will bring this inside the root. So if you bring the inside the root, you will write 5 and this 3 becomes 3 into 3. Because see what happened, this pair, out of this pair you will take 3 here. This is why it is written as 3 root 5. So if you bring something from outside of the root to inside the root, you need to multiply it twice, right? So this number is 3 3 9, 5 45. I say 2 root 2. So what is the meaning of it? If you bring it inside this 2 and this 2 you will bring, so you will write 2 into 2. So it's a root 8. Suppose you have 5 here and there is a 2 here. So what is the answer? If you bring it inside the root, so you will write 2 into this 5 will come inside, so it's multiplied twice. So you will get 5 5 ja 25, 2 ja 50. Understand it? In the cube root, there is a suppose 5 here and 2 here. What is the meaning of this? So in the cube root, what you will do, if you take it inside, if you bring it inside, you will write 5 and this 2 is now multiplied thrice in the cube. So sometimes we need this method to implement in our question to find the things easily and quickly. Got it? So revise your subject. In case of problem, you can WhatsApp me, sir, I am getting problem here. We will surely try to help you. Okay, and even we try to, if it is possible, and many of students say, okay sir, I am getting problem, we may arrange online class weekly, or we can take an online class so that we solve your doubt. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. So today it was 7 November. Today is 7 November 2019 and it is my birthday today and I am doing the question. Okay friends, so I am going to take a tea. There is a very cool is here. Very outside is very cold. Outside temperature is I think it's maybe 3 degrees centigrade. I am in Delhi. Okay, bye bye.